Escort EV episode 3. Okay, Canadian Tire had their Nautilus batteries, not on sale, but they had a bit of a deal going. Um, Now the chargers were on sale. These critters here, if you get a good look at them. These are onboard chargers for boats, and they're waterproof, which I thought was kind of neat, and they have nice heat sinks. Quite warm here. I plugged this stuff in to charge them when I got them. So they charge 3 batteries each, and I have 6 batteries. And apparently what they do is they cycle 5 minutes on each battery until they're completely charged, and then it does the standby thing. Has a 3-stage charger anyway, and it does all sorts of batteries, but these are just basically flooded lead acid marine deep cycle. They weren't a bad price. They're a good size. I got 6 of them for a 72-volt system, and all goes well, they'll charge up, and we'll find some way of mounting them in the car. That's the next step. And the next step is getting the batteries in the car. And as you can see, I did get the motor mount installed. That was the rear mount. So it's all fastened to the back of the motor down here now. So it's all very solid now. That thing won't move around at all. So what I was thinking about the batteries is I have enough space, I think, to put just across here. I think I can squeeze 4 in here, and then 2 up in this area here. I just have to fabricate some brackets. I have the requisite angle iron here. Jack's been with me a long time. And stay tuned, we'll move on to the next segment. Fitting the battery brackets, or at least the start. So I wanted to squeeze all 6 under the hood here. Got the motor covered up just to prevent filings from going in. I was doing some cutting in this area. Anyway, as you can see, I got a couple of pieces of angle iron bolted onto the frame on this side, and they go across, and you can't really see. I'll pull the batteries out in a minute and let you have a look, but anyway, it's bolted onto a bracket on this side over here as well, just in here, and that's the first 2 of 6, obviously. So they fit just, but they do fit, and that's good. So I think I can get 1 more down in here this way, and then I've got to get 3 more somehow in here. Should fit, but going to be tight. Stay with me. I pulled out the 1 battery so you can see. That's how the bracket is going to sit here, and I'm going to weld this onto this side bracket here, and that will hold up the first 2. Then I'm going to fashion some sort of bracketing across this way, and of course across here, and across over here. And well, I'll just keep recording it as I go, and we'll see how it all turns out. Stay tuned. It's July the 2nd, 9 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, it's been nothing but wet. It's been raining, really rained last night. Everything is wet, as you can see, and since most of my workshop is outside, unfortunately didn't get as much done on the car as I thought I could. But I did get the brackets kind of fitted in at the front, and the ones of course at the back. And now I've got all 6 batteries positioned. Give you kind of a panoramic tour here. So approximately in the positions they'll be in, and then I've got to figure out some tie downs for them, and then make up the jumpers, whatever. So progressing. I was kind of hoping to take this thing for maybe a test drive on Sunday. This is Thursday. Not sure if that's going to happen. Well, it might happen. I think I'm going to propose it will, and even if it's not with the with everything hooked up properly, just something to take it around the block just to make sure it runs. And that's about all, I guess. As you can see, I got a plastic bag on the motor that covers it up, because again, most of the brackets had to go in on the car because it's such a tight fit that I basically had to do all the drilling and welding while it was in the car body. So, oh yeah, there's the other thing. Never had room to put the real car battery back in. This is the auxiliary battery, so I've got a 40 amp gel cell that just nicely squeezes in here between the master cylinder and the other shock tower. So that's going to become my auxiliary battery. There will be a DC to DC converter to keep it charged, so shouldn't be a huge problem unless everything goes dead and I have to use it for hours or something at night, but should be okay. Anyway, stay tuned. Sunday afternoon, 2:30. This will be the last installment in this particular episode 3, I guess this is, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, battery brackets are all in, the hold downs are welded on, the front bracket's painted, and it's got these little, what used to be a kneeling pad has now become battery rest to keep it off the steel, and makes them very firm. Once they're clamped, it won't go anywhere. The pot box, such as it is mounted in there with the cable. It works, but it only gives us just about maybe 3/4 throttle at best. That's okay, we'll work on it. At least that'll give me something to work with. I was really hoping to take this for a drive today, but as you can see, at 2:30 in the afternoon, we're not in any position to do that, because I still got to make up the battery cables. I still got to put the contactor in. That's this guy. It's going to mount just about there. And then I got to mount a bunch of small relays on here to activate things like the contactor and the vacuum pump, which also isn't installed. The controller's there at the front, just behind the grill, and it's on a big aluminum plate, and that'll act as a heat sink, and the air can come through. You can see it actually from here, where my hand is here. This is all opening, so that'll go by. If I need to, I have space to mount a fan, and hopefully that will be sufficient. I think it will. Time will tell. But anyway, so, and this week coming up, we got a pretty full week, so I don't know if I'm going to get a lot done in the car. So it likely isn't going to be next weekend. So I guess we'll shoot for August the 1st as the official test drive. If it happens before then, I guess everybody will be the first to know. Anyway, stay tuned for more. Right, Len? Okay.
Yes.
Bye. Monday night after the Sunday, and got one of the batteries fitted in, got the posts mounted on the front because these are bolted in on the front. Back ones are welded in. Now I've got that bracket painted. Just do a quick span here. There we go. And this will finish off episode 3. Hopefully in episode 4 we can get this thing all wired together and make it move. Stay tuned.